So you don't have time to read the title or look at the font? Okay, well maybe pay attention to that tagline. That small amount of text that could be more important than you think. A tagline, like politics and brands, it's like a slogan, something quotable. Something that draws you in, that can get you hyped and interested. You can even see it as the unofficial subtitle, like Rocky III, The Greatest Challenge. They can even make a difference, like you go to your friends and say, hey, wanna go and watch Aliens? And they're like, nah, I'm okay, man. Then you say, come on, it's Aliens. This time it's war. And they'll be like, oh, okay, that changes everything, I'll go and see it. Aliens, of course, is a sequel to the first movie, Alien. That is a perfect example of what a tagline should be. In space, no one can hear you scream. Even mediocre flicks can have that perfect tag. I believe some people even thought that came from the original Jaws. But what was the first movie to have a tagline? Well, it all began in 1915 with The Birth of a Nation, the movie that all other epics bow down to. The Birth of a Nation, the fiery cross of the Ku Klux Klan. Not that catchy, but it set the ball rolling. But back in those old days, for every 12 angry men you get one Citizen Kane. It's terrific. It sure is. It's like they're saying what a critic once said about them. I wonder who comes up with the tagline in the movie's production. One thing I do know is that a tagline could be the original title, such as the case with King Kong. Again, it's like what I said about subtitles. They were originally thinking of calling it the Eighth Wonder of the World, but then they decided to use it as the subtitle/tag. I once read in a magazine, declared by the editor, that the remake of The Fly has the best tagline ever. Be afraid, be very afraid. And of course that statement's defense is, it's just an opinion. But it is interesting to think, this tagline was quoted by Veronica in the movie, and it has been quoted by other movies and TV shows. After all, they are kind of memes in a way. So, point taken. Some movies even have multiple tags, like Seven. 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Ways to Die, and Let Him, without sin, survive. Ghostbusters even had 3. Some of course don't, like the Godfather trilogy, but they were fitted with them later. Movies are the only form of entertainment to have taglines. I am yet to find any on TV shows or albums. The only other place I could find some were on video games. It makes sense. So if you've made it to the end of my amateur education of the subject, please put your favorite tagline in the comments, and I'll leave you with mine. Hasta la vista.